or last podcast. And my name's Gerald Peters. Welcome to the Science of Getting Rich podcast. I'm your host. And I like to open up with the idea that whatever you think about comes about, and whatever you focus on, well, that's what grows in your life. So it's not that complicated, okay? Whatever you put your focus on, that's what's going to expand. It's very simple, easy to understand. Whether you're brilliantly smart or a complete dipshit, you can get this idea. That what you hold in your mind in formless substance, that's where prayers go, man. That's space. That's how God talks to the world, by the way. Well, if you've been following along in my book study, it's a podcast over on iTunes and Amazon and all those places, Google Podcasts, all that shit. It's called The Science of Getting Rich with Gerald Peters. It's really original. We're on chapter 4, and chapter 4 opens with the very first principle. What do you think that means? It means take a note. He who has an ear, let him hear. A life worth living. Thought is the only power which can produce tangible riches from formless substance. The stuff from which all things is made is the substance which thinks. And a thought of form in this substance produces the form. And he goes on to talk about that an architect first has to sit down and think about what kind of house are we going to build? And then we take it from our brain and we put it on paper, man. That is the secret. That is the formula. You've got to take it from your brain and you got to put that shit on paper. And that's called the blueprint or the path. That's why books can help you. But the thing about a book is it came from my brain to a piece of paper, from their brain to a piece of paper. You have to start taking the shit from your brain and putting it to a piece of paper. Okay? A life worth living is a life worth recording. We've got to realize we don't need higher education. You don't necessarily even need to pay for education. You just need to be fucking obsessed with getting educated. See, the Spirit of God, the Spirit of the universe, whatever you want to call it, life force, G-force, has a way, it's like it's going down on me, has a way of making it work for those who want it, who refuse to let go of it and keep thinking on it. Okay, so you don't need to hire it necessarily. A lot of times these high-priced gurus is a scam. You need to be fast. You got to take action fast. You got to think about this shit fast. Every thought of form held in thinking substance causes the creation of the form. But always, or at least generally, along the lines of growth already established. Means this guy's not going to pop out of the sky and go wiggle, 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 and make it happen. He's going to set things up that are already in place. See, this is how we bless each other. All of the money you want is in the pockets, purses, wallets, check cards, and credit cards of other people. So let's say you decide, hey, I want to get into the real estate investing game. You're going to make a lot of people a lot of money. Your energy, your effort, your borrowing money is going to make lenders money. You rehabbing this house is going to make the bank money. Do you understand that? It's not only going to make you money, it's going to provide awesome, safe housing for someone else. You're going to bless an entire family. Dozens of people get blessed by your one action, your force, your push, your pushing your intent. You getting out there and following your dream is going to bless the lives of a lot of people, man. That's how God works. The thought of a house, of a certain creation, if it were impressed upon formless substance, might not cause the instant formation of the house, but it would cause the turning of creative energies already working in trade and commerce into such channels as to result in the speedy building of the house. Speed is important in this. Like I said in the beginning, you got to do things fast, man. You got to think fast. You got to trade fast. You got to have ideas fast. You need to read fast. Execute on your dreams and your goals and building your wealth fast. Don't wait around, man. Go on vacation slow. Rest slow. Take a break slow. But when it comes to you and your wealth and your family, push fast, fast, fast. You need to think faster. Work and react quickly. Everything needs to be done fast, man. You need to be able to take in news fast. Look at charts fast. The reason for this is so we make money. We don't have to get it right, guys, but we do have to get it going. And that is the very first principle of the science of getting rich. Like we read in the very first thought. See, the very first thing you can do is think it. Well, God damn it, start thinking it faster. Hold it longer. Think about it more. That's called using your force. That's called pressing your intent into the universe, man. You don't need higher education. Often, higher education from gurus is a complete scam. What you need to do is light a fire under your ass and start doing things faster. Listen to videos at 1.2. Pick up the pace. That'll allow you to watch 5 instead of 3. And begin to utilize your time. Be smart about it. Do everything free at first. I go to this always. I do not pay money to start businesses. I don't need business cards. I don't need a fucking website. I don't need a loan. I don't need a trailer, okay? I need you to buy shit from me. That's what I need. When I came on Instagram and wanted to start selling my book, I didn't go set up a website. I didn't get a Linktree link. I didn't go set this up. I set up none of that guru bullshit. No funnels, nothing. I came on here, I hit the button, and I looked at you and I said, hey, go buy my damn book. Go buy my book. And I asked for it, and I pushed my intent. And when I sold 10 or 20 books, okay, I got a little money now. Go pay for a Linktree. Let's connect this to Amazon. Oh, I got 60, 70 bucks. Cool. Let's pay for the first month of that podcast hosting. Meaning I'm going to push. I'm not going to spend any fucking money of my money to teach people something. If they don't want to listen, fuck them. And that's how you have to think, man. Command respect. Meaning whatever field you go into, make sure you know what you're doing, man. Study. The Bible says study to show thyself approved. Be worthy of the things that you're saying. And I know you can. Because listen, I know God's given you everything you need inside of you, man. I already know this. And I'm proud of you, man. If you need help, you let me know. You can do this. I talk with a lot of people. I text a lot of people, man. I got a lot of people on my weekly mentorship where we just talk, man. 15 minutes, I talk with them. We're just trying to keep them on track, man. They know what they got to do. And we review, man. We go over some notes. We go over their goals. We go over, they were talking about their trading, their dividend drips, and getting into their real estate, and staying in the gym and doing what they're supposed to do. Be a man who deserves. Be a woman who deserves the things you want out of life, man. Control your environment. Remember I talked about this with control your environment. I go to the renter's house, and it's filthy. The porch it looks like a pigsty. You could have raised farm animals on the outside of this porch. So these young ladies that live there, they did not control the yard. They did not control the front door. They definitely did not control the front porch or the back porch. If GP lives there, this is my area. This deck here is my porch. This front yard is mine. Step on it, see what happens. Disrespect me in my yard, see what the fuck happens. That is the attitude, whether you're a male or female. Own your surrounding. A lot of people are not very, stand your ground, so to speak, like in Florida, man. When all else fails, clean. When everything goes bad for you, when things aren't going right, and this is not what you were expecting, and you say, I've been holding formless substance, Joe, and I've been saying this, I've been holding it in my thought, I've been thinking about it, I've been praying about it. I know I'm favored. I know I'm blessed. I know God loves me. I know if my dreams come true, it'll bless other people. So the very mission that I'm on is bigger than me, G. That's what I'm trying to say to the world, and yet it's slowing down. Well, when that happens, start cleaning and clean faster. Pick up the pace. Clean your car. Go make it spotless. Line up your shoes. Make your goddamn bed. Put the books in alphabetical order. There's always work you can do to clear the clutter in your life. Unsubscribe from emails every day that you don't actually read. Cut some subscriptions every month. Try to cut something. See if you need it. Cut it. I cut CNBC Pro the other day, and then 2 days later I added it back. It don't matter, man. Cut it. Go through. Cut everything, man. Cut every goddamn subscription you have. Go 100% on you. Use speed. What if you went all out? It is you. You're getting a property, or you're getting $10,000 into the market, or you're going to get $100,000 in your dividends. I don't know what the fuck your goal is. Or you're going to set aside 20 G so you can open that business. Whatever it is, go, man. Speed, speed, speed. You've been around too goddamn long. You've been waiting too long, man. It's time to get going on this thing. Let's go, man. If you have any customers and you need money, go back to those customers. I do this periodically. Go to the Money Flow gang and I say, hey guys, I need money. Because sometimes I do need money. Sometimes I'm teaching. And sometimes I got friends, they've been eating off my teaching for a long time. They've made tens and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And every once in a while I bang on them and go, hey, shoot me 20. Hey, shoot me 60. Hey, buy this hat. I need 12 bucks. Hey, 100 of you, I need you to buy this $100 thing. Uncle G needs $10,000, and I'm going to make it worth it. I'm going to give you $1,000 of advice. I'm going to give you $1,000 of information. I'm going to give you my best stock pick. I'm going to give you my favorite penny stock right now. I'm going to give you 5 stocks that I've researched and found that have a 50% yield that I personally own now. Like, I'm going to come at you. I'm not just going to ask for something for nothing. I'm going to try to give them more in use value than I ask for in monetary value. That's what it says out of here. What happens if I get a list of 1,000 people over time that I've done that deal with, and every time I honor my end, and every time I come at them with some $20 thing, some $80 thing, some $100 thing, and every time they do it, they're blessed. As that list grows, we're all blessed. Do you see how that works? God blesses people through other people. Hey man, I wanted to keep this short today. And speed, I wanted to talk fast. Let's get in as much as we can in 10 minutes. Join me tomorrow, man. Let's do this tomorrow, man. This will be, I did this one here. I'm going to start putting this behind on my subscription page. Let's do some 10 minutes, man. This is on the podcast too. But listen, one way you guys can support me on the podcast here, whether you're on the Science of Getting Rich podcast or the Money Flow Trading Society podcast with Gerald Peters over at Spotify. If you're on that list, guys, one way you guys can support me, a very simple way. You know, you're like, hey, I don't need the books. I don't need all that shit. Just be on my pro subscription on Instagram. It's only $9.99 a month, man. And if you're a podcast listener, because a lot of guys are off trading on their own. They don't need my help, man. They don't need a group. They know what they're doing. They're doing the real estate thing. They like the other stuff that I talk about. One way you can support me is be on that. It's the price of a sandwich, and it lets me keep cranking out this content. So, you know, if nobody wants to do that, then I guess it's not worth putting out. But I hope it is, because I love doing it, man. God bless.